Hey guys, so today I just want to go ahead and make a very quick video here talking about my top 3 complaints at the moment with HTC's new phone, their most high-end phone in the new One series, the HTC One X. And I'm gonna call it top 3 just because I think that it's not that much actually that's wrong with this device for me. But there's some things that makes me a little bit annoyed right now. I mean, it has an awesome display, it has an awesome build quality, it has some pretty good hardware inside. Overall, it feels, you know, the first time you have it in your hand and everything, it feels very good. So let's just go ahead and start from the bottom. My top 3 complaints here. Now, this one is going to be the camera video mode, and it's going to be about the frame rate. I made a video about this, talking about why the HTC One S sucks, and I only been focusing on that thing. And let me just be honest here, I don't use the video camera that much, okay? So, I mean, if you think about it, in reality, wouldn't that be that a big issue? But I don't want to go around with a very expensive smartphone and a phone that I bought for a lot of money and feel that there's a feature in the phone that doesn't work as it should. Because I know that HTC lists this phone, the HTC One X, that it could record 1080p video at 30 frames per second. Now, the first time I tried it out, I got around 19 FPS, and that was with the HTC software 1.26, and I also think that we had that issue with 1.27, and then 1.28 came out, and when I tried it, and 1.29, I got around 23 frames per second, so it was a pretty major improvement from 19 FPS, but I'm still kind of surprised why I don't see even higher FPS, like you see on the iPhone 4S, the Galaxy S2, the Galaxy Note, Sony Xperia S, the HTC One S, the HTC One V. It's only the HTC One X that I've had this issue with. That's why I made a video about it and talking about HTC One X, why it sucks. And as I said, I mean, if you don't use this feature, cool, it's awesome for you. You won't even notice this. But if you are like me, you don't want to go around with a product that you feel has some software issues, because I really do think that it's software issues and not really hardware issues. Because when HTC's low-end phone in the One series, the One V, can handle 1080p at 30 frames per second, I don't get why their most expensive one wouldn't be able to do it, okay, pull it off. Some people have been saying that it's image stabilization and stuff like that, but I've tried to turn that on and off, doesn't make a difference, okay? And also, I on that video right now, it's gaining, it has soon gained around 100,000 views, and of all of those, around the 300 plus people have liked the video, so they probably do agree with me, and that really tells me that there's a lot of people that seriously do believe that, I mean, and really could see that this phone has some software issues. And then I also got like 900 dislikes, but I mean, that's what you will get in any video where you say that a company's phone sucks. The people that has those phones, they're gonna dislike the video just because, you know, yeah. Okay, so that's my major problem right now. I really hope it gets fixed in the future, and it may very well be, because the phone has only been out for like 1 month right now, so HTC has plenty of time to fix those things. I seriously do hope that they do it. I've also not jailbroken an Android device. I also, you know, unlocked the bootloader. I have been testing out some custom ROMs on the HTC One S, and there's actually a high quality camera mod that should be able to record 1080p at 30 frames per second for the HTC One X, but it got pulled for bug fixes and stuff like that. It wasn't really stable. Really do hope that that one gets up again, so really could try out a different like camera app to see if I could get that issue fixed. Also, if you do know about like any other like camera app that will get this fixed, I mean, on that video, it's getting the HTC One X Wide Sucks video. I think I got around 1,000 comments pretty soon. I mean, it's really starting to get in those numbers, and I haven't seen a single person with the HTC One X that could really show me some hardcore evidence that it can record 1080p at 30 frames per second. And I also linked people to a very pro website where they have like extremely good reviews and everything. A very serious website that has so awesome reviews on new smartphones. They also got 23 FPS, but they didn't even list that as a negative thing with the phone. But I mean, I can definitely see a difference between an iPhone 4S recording in 1080p at 30 frames versus an HTC One X recording at only 23 FPS. I can definitely see a difference, okay? May just be me, okay? May just be something wrong with me, but I can feel it, and I don't like it, because this is a very expensive device. I don't want to have those kind of software issues, but as I said, it's a new phone. It may very well be fixed in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and keep myself updated to latest HTC software updates and see if we can find any mods that really can do a fix for that. So that's my thing at the bottom there are my top 3 complaints. Now let's go ahead and continue to the next one. So the next one is basically not really like something that wait a sec, which one should we take? Yeah, okay, so the next one isn't really a thing that I have researched in, but I've seen from other people that has been buying the HTC One X that they've been complaining about the battery life. And I remember that last year with HTC devices, and from what I've heard, they have some pretty bad, poor battery life sometimes compared to Samsung devices. I think this happened last year with some HTC Sensation devices, that people were complaining about the battery life versus the Galaxy S2, that you get a little bit better battery life on a Samsung device there. I remember we're going to buy like an HTC Sensation or something before I was doing like YouTuber, it was something like that, and I heard that it has like a little poor battery. But I mean, don't take my word for it, but I mean, just if you look at the milliamps of Samsung's new high-end device, the Galaxy S3, versus LG's new high-end device, the LG Optimus 4X, versus HTC's high-end device, HTC One X. Both HTC, both LG and Samsung, they are around 2,100 milliamps, while the HTC One X only have 1,800 milliamps. And which of these phones are out on the market right now? Of course, only the HTC One X has been available. And I think that HTC could have made the same mistake as Sony did when they earlier this year released their high-end device for this year, the Sony Xperia S. They also think came with a ton of software problems. I mean, I got lag from the beginning. I got some random reboots and stuff. But the major problem I had with it is that Sony was shipping a device for 2012 without the official Android 4.0 update when it's been available for a month. I mean, I think that sucks a little bit, okay? You don't want that on your high-end device. So I think that LG and Samsung is yeah, I mean, I haven't tried out the Optimus 4X, but I'm definitely gonna go ahead and probably buy it here pretty soon. Should be available here mid-May to late May. And I think that HTC is doing, or I mean, I think LG is doing better this year than they did last year. So with the Optimus 2X, that was like the worst dual-core phone. I think they are doing better this year, or that they're going to do better. So that was my other complaint there. Of course, I need to get my hands on real tests there to compare the battery lives. But I mean, both the Galaxy S3 and the LG has 300 more milliamps, so that should tell something about the battery. And also I've heard that Sense take a lot of battery stuff, so yeah. But don't take my word for it, but that's my second complaint. On the number 1 complaint, it's gonna be about the design of the phone. yeah, I know a lot of people's gonna hate on me just because of this, because they're gonna say, well, it has an awesome build quality and everything, and yes, that may be the case, okay, it has an awesome build quality and stuff, but what is my problem with it? Well, the problem is basically that I don't think it's very ergonomical friendly, or you know, when you hold it and stuff, because it has the kind of design, I'm holding it right now, that curves out, and the home button to lock up the screen is kind of hard to reach because it's at the top and it's on the wrong side, so it's very hard to reach when you're holding the device. And the thing is that you can only unlock this phone by tapping on that button that's hard to reach. You can't unlock it from the start side, and that's what I like about Samsung, that they kept that home button again, so you can unlock the phone in multiple ways, and it's very easy. And I mean, I'm not complaining about the build quality, but I'm complaining about that it feels like it has this kind of design that pointing outwards and stuff. It feels a little big, and I've never actually liked when you have the micro USB on the sides, because that means when you're charging the device and you're using it at the same time, you will be holding it a little bit weird, or it will feel a little bit unbalanced. But yeah, I mean, that's my small complaints. Of course, I need to get my hands on a review test on both LG's new high-end device, Optimus 4X, and Samsung's new Galaxy S3, so I can make a full test to see which one is the killer device for this year. So yeah, have an awesome day right now, and I'm sorry because my mouth is kind of, yeah, it's dying over here, okay? So I need to end this video. But yeah, so I mean, I don't think it's that big. These issues may not be that very big, but I think that it's sad, okay? It's sad. It's sad because it feels like I'm really like looking for problems. But I mean, I seriously need to get my hands on the Galaxy S3. It's really going to be that better in the software. Is LG Optimus 4X going to be also that better? Is the battery better? Does it feel better? All those things. Videos are coming. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.